everyone. Welcome to a gold mine of information. I believe we're at like session 6. And today we have this choice board, and I'm going to throw the link again in the chat. Feel free to click that Google form and begin to vote for which option you would like to see. So right here is the choice board, and you'll just pick which option and you will submit. Again, feel free to keep voting throughout the session because we're going to dig into as many of these as we can in 15 minutes. And while you guys are getting a chance to vote, I'm going to quickly give what they are. We have station rotation, check-ins, which one has to go, soundboard, exit tickets, master slide, historical cell phone, the great American race, pile of words, internal conversations, make a copy, this or that. So tons and tons of different choices. Again, you are going to this Google form. The link is in the chat. And you are going to vote for your favorite option that might be on this choice board. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up that Google form to see what we have coming in. All right, it looks like we have number 4, soundboard. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one. And this one is an amazing Twitter find. It was from, I cannot remember. I know the link is somewhere in here. I'll have to shout it out later if I can find it. But it was just a really great, here it is, Candy Tech Ideas. So make sure you follow her on Twitter. And she creates the most amazing resources ever. And right here is a soundboard. And what you will do is there's different themes with the soundboard. So this one is with the game show edition. This one's Mario Kart edition. And then this one's classroom. And all you have to do is have this soundboard up. You click the little speaker, hit play. And then you have a instant soundboard for your classroom. And you're able to do whatever sound might be needed for your classroom during that day. And there's all different kinds of these that can just kind of level up your classroom with these different soundboard of activities. And just a reminder, I'm going to add all of these resources to this Wakelet at the end of the session. So they'll all go on here at session 6. And I feel like you could totally make your own soundboard as well. You can see right here, she has sounds from. So there's some sounds from SpongeBob, the applause, and down here too. And so you could probably find your own sounds or mix and match these different boards together to make your own soundboard for what you might need in your classroom. And it can just be a fun way to integrate different tech into your classroom. All right, let's go ahead and go back to our Google form and see what we have next up. I'm going to put the link again to the voting in the chat, and we're going to see which one we have up for winning. All right, it looks like we've got option 10, internal conversations. So this is a really cool one as well that could be used, especially in ELA. However, I feel like, again, you could use this in any subject. So right here, we've got an example with Macbeth, and the students are reading about Macbeth, and we've got a character here, and then Macbeth over here, and then he's saying, like, who's there? And Macbeth says, a friend. But what is Macbeth really thinking? That's what the students type in this bubble. So the students read exactly what the text says, but then they're taking it a step further by answering the little speech bubble, and they're putting in what they think the character's actually thinking. So it could be, again, fun for maybe social studies, where you've got 2 different characters in a different battle, and maybe they're like saying who's there, and it says like a friend, and then but like what are they really thinking about this battle? What are they really thinking about the different amendments? What are they really thinking about slavery? So just giving the students a chance to kind of think, like, what is that internal conversation that could be happening? And it allows the students to see that different perspective or point of view that the kids might be having. And so right here, we've got our two stick people. You would just put in who are having these two different conversations. So the two names would go here. You would type in the quick conversation here, and then the students would fill in these little thought bubbles. Now, what you could also do is you could copy this and you could have the students fill out the actual conversation that's happening. And so maybe you're like, okay, in chapter 3, I want you to go in and I want you to write down the conversation that's happening in the chapter. What conversations stick out? Maybe it's like a battle. What conversations stick out about this conflict in history? Maybe it is something in science. And then the kids would go ahead and put in, they would flop with a partner, and then the other partner would put in the internal thoughts. So again, little prep for you if you do it that way. If not, you can just go ahead and type in the different quotes that you might see in the book or in the chapter, and then have the students do that internal piece. All right, let's go back to our choice board and see what is up. Looks like option 5. No ties today. I'm proud of this group today. So we've got exit tickets. So exit tickets are amazing. And if you are not following Patty B on Facebook, you really need to. She has a whole Facebook group of Jamboard activities, and she's kind of leading that group. So I'm also going to share this resource real quick, Teachers Using Jamboard. And right here is Patty B. And she's got all of her amazing resources that you can kind of see. So like Pokemon, good for our society. It's a writing activity. Right here, how about this lesson? What was easy? What was interesting? What was too hard? And so like you have to join this group. It's got so many amazing resources that you can use in your classroom. The templates are already ready to go, and you can use them quickly, again, with students. And again, you just click, and sometimes it forces a copy. Other times you have to go and make a copy if you want to use that template. So back to the exit tickets though. Right here, the students, they do cool facts I learned today. Share what you learned by filling in the blanks. So then the students could grab their little Post-it notes, they could grab the text box, and then they would just write, I learned from fact 2, fact 3, and then they can enter all of those different informations. And there is a huge pile of all of these amazing exit tickets all on this Jamboard. So you can just go to this Jamboard and grab a copy of the one you want to use and then delete the other frames that you might not want to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at a couple of these. The next one is using the hamburger exit ticket. So you would put today's topic. What was one thing you learned today? What is one question you still have? Again, the students can use those Post-it notes. And then right here, there is the scale. And then on a scale of hamburgers, rate your understanding. Do you need help, or can you help somebody? And so it kind of shows like the different sizes of the hamburgers. And then your students can quickly answer those questions. This could also be done in a Google form or Google slide, or you could print them out and have your students do them on paper. But this is just all in Jamboard, kind of an example using that. Here's another one. Today's topic. Today I learned. I enjoyed. My questions are. Roller coaster exit ticket. Today's lesson highlight. Questions I have. The students write their topic. Here's one on main idea, the topic, the main idea, and then 3 different things that support that main idea about today's exit ticket. Here's another one. My favorite thing about this topic is facts 1, 2, and 3. Show and write. The students will draw a picture explaining the topic, and this one would probably be easier in Jamboard because they can use this little pen tool to draw or explain what they're trying to do. If they have Chromebooks, they could maybe use Autocrat with the Jamboard. And then fun facts about this picture, and my 3 takeaways for the lesson are. And then we have this one, this week's learning 1, 2, and 3, how I learned it, how I learned it, and how I learned it. So again, just a quick 1, 2, 3, how did they learn it type of activity for the students. And this one is done at the end of the week. Exit ticket here, today's topic. What do you feel during today's lesson? What do you like? And then what questions do you have? And then this one's kind of using a recap. So what was today's lesson about? Who did you learn about? When did it take place? Where did it happen? Why did it happen? And then today's lesson was on something new I learned, the questions I have. How does this topic relate to you? I kind of like this one because it's taking this content and back to them like, oh, this relates to me because I needed to bake cookies. So I needed to learn about adding fractions or subtracting fractions this week. And then today's topic, an aha moment, my questions and fun fact. And then the hamburger one, the first thing I learned, things that didn't make sense to me, the best part, the questions I have, and why I need to know about this. This is another really good part. The why I need to know about this can kind of connect the students' learning to why they really do need to learn this and why it's important to their life. I have a teacher. She is amazing. She does this piece and she like lists them out, and like the kids do a lot of tracking of like, yes, I've got it. No, I don't got it. And then they keep working towards mastery on those different skills. Topic, detail 1, detail 2, and then their questions. Use your senses. So what did you smell, hear, see, taste, touch about that topic? Or what could you smell, hear, see, taste, or touch? And then topic, my favorite part, parts I struggled with, takeaways, and then questions. This one is topics, 3 things I've learned, 2 questions I have, 1 thing that excited me today, and then how does this topic relate to me, bringing that back to the connective piece. And then this one again is on senses, but just a different template that you might want to use. And then here we've got first, next, and last. So students are just quickly going over a topic and telling you first, next, and last. And most of these templates were found in Canva that Patty B made. So you can go to Canva and you can create your own exit ticket. And Canva is free for educators. And so if you go to canva.com and sign up, you can go and create a free account. And then you can search like exit tickets. And here are a ton of other exit tickets that you could use for your classroom. And there's like templates. So maybe I didn't like this yellow color, which of course we do. I can make it pink. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I felt best today when, well, maybe I don't want to ask that question. Maybe I want to ask like, what was your aha moment? You can go in and update any of these, and then you can download them and save them as a PNG. And then you can add them as the background on a Google slide, or you can add them as a background on a Jamboard. So a couple just easy different ways that you can use Canva into your classroom. And you can just kind of see some of these different templates that are created. And again, if you just search exit tickets up here or whatever you're searching for, there's a couple of different examples. Maybe I want like a ticket looking design, and then I could take out the Andrew's birthday and I could create whatever I wanted to create for that ticket. Or maybe I wanted to create like a ticket looking thing over here. And then the students quickly filled it out. You can also search whiteboard. And they've got a ton of different templates here as well that are made for like an online whiteboard. And then you could just download those templates, add them to your Jamboard, and you're ready to go. And again, all of these are totally customizable. So you're able to click. And this one is like, I used to think, now I think another really great exit ticket. Like before, I thought that the American Revolution dealt with this. But now I know. So then the kids can kind of correct their thinking of what they thought before they learned the concept to now. And then again, you can go in and you can change, you could delete, you can change any of the colors, and then you can also update any of these little icons and add your own cute little icons as well to the Canva design. And so that could be just another option. Okay, I went on about exit tickets, and I hope that was really helpful. Make sure you fill out the feedback form at bit.ly, capital G, gold, edu, feedback, and that way you can get your certificate of attendance. And also make sure you check out goldedu.org and make sure you join us next week for more A Gold Mine of Information. Again, give me about 15 minutes and all of these amazing links and resources will be added to that Wakelet for session 6. And then I will also update the YouTube link or the YouTube description with timestamps. So if there was something that you wanted to go back to, you can quickly click that area. All right, thanks guys.